Welcome to the setup, hosted by the Financial Bear with Chris Bird and Lando, the BTS specialist.
Welcome to the Setup in Camera podcast. I am Roger, the Financial Bear. To my left is Lando, the BTS specialist, and to my right is Chris Bird, the director.
All right.
Now, we're going to be talking, this episode we're talking about light in a commercial. So for the filmmakers out there, for the newbies out there, we're going to go through a roughly recent, about a week or two, commercial we did for a gym, fitness center, my mistake, fitness factory, place, fitness center or whatever it is. And we did a shoot there and we went and captured some images for an ad. I think it was for a banner or something like, yeah, it's a banner. For what? Roadside banner. Billboard.
Okay.
For an electronic billboard. So it's like it's a 10-second or 15-second commercial, but a whole heap of work gets involved. So we're going to start off with a description of scene number one. Bear, describe scene number one for us.
All right. Scene number one is we really went into a multi-room. We did the spinning and aerobics. Big room that we came in and we were checking out the lighting. And on one side there was a big mirror. So you know, lighting with a mirror, it's kind of tricky because sometimes you will see back the reflection of the camera equipment, camera operator and stuff. And there was a next side where they had a glossy
window
image of the logo. So we decided to use that side because of the reflection of the mirror. Then now, what we did was we were thinking about what kind of activities we're going to use.
What about the window, the natural lighting?
So, really, there was really one side of the wall is actually like a large window. Maybe 4 windows in all, but basically there's glass all the way through. So there was a lot of natural light there. But the issue was that we were shooting in the evening and the light was going down. After a while, the light was kind of deteriorating. So what we had to do was we had to pick up the pace. So we started a discussion. First thing we decided was, what are we going to shoot first? So we're going to shoot the spinning first, right? Because that's the only thing the client wanted to promote. And then Lando suggested that we shoot some more activities. So we did a step, right?
Yeah. Yeah, segue into me at all, right?
Yeah, man.
Cool. Yeah. Alright, so yeah, I suggest since we're in a gym, it does make sense that we show the activities what the gym has to offer, what kind of exercises we could execute in the fitness factory. So you know, we did we got some dumbbells, we got the kettlebell, we got the yoga mats and the yoga stands. We got a variety of instruments that could be used for carrying out workouts. And we got persons from the fitness factories to carry out the activities so we could capture it at different angles, you know, representing what can be done at the fitness factory.
How to decide what lights to use and how to light the area?
All right.
How to come up with that?
First, I was looking at the existing lighting, which is a kind of fluorescent LED lighting. So I was wondering about the flicker. Then when we take out the camera, eventually, we realized that light was not really doing much because the window light was overpowering it. So we sit down and had a discussion and we're thinking about using daylight balance to get a more high-key lighting. So there's a major lighting, that key lighting that's coming from the window, and we use the bank and the field side to see if we can get more of a high-key look. A high-key look is really a carpet look, where there's a minimal amount of shadows. The area was pretty big, and when we were shooting it, we realized that the logo was kind of reflecting back a little bit of the light, so we had to make some adjustments. So we were really working out how much of the area we're gonna use and how we're gonna set the lighting. So we had to cut the room in half, and then we had to set the the area where we're going to light. So we lit the area about maybe 15 by 20 by 20, about 20 by 20. And then we started to use set up the cycles in it first, the spinning cycles in it, stationary bikes first. So we did that first. So what we did was, you know, when you're doing a commercial, politics can get involved. So we make sure that everybody that was supposed to prepare, we're going to give them a solar shot.
So internal politics is your business, right?
Yes, not the governmental politics, but you know everything good. But you know that, so we try to get as much solar shots as we can. Some are unnecessary, but just in case the client call and say, what about this person and that person?
I don't believe him.
Unnecessary.
There's never too much shot. Get what you need for get.
Right, so when we went in the room, I think they weren't ready for us.
No, they weren't.
So, cause we had to wait for a little while for them to come in.
Yeah.
And all of them rushed in one time. So like we had to just know how to talk to them. Had to say, okay, we're gonna use you, and cause we didn't want it break down into this kind of, we don't know what's going on. So what we did, I did a little trick what I normally do. Get somebody to start and get them, when somebody see somebody, the rest of them see the work doing, they're gonna settle down. So that's what I did first. So the first lighting we set up, we look at get some solar shots.
Yeah.
Shots of the feet, shots of the hands, a wide shot, maybe a little movement shot.
We give thanks for the AC because the place would have been super hot without
Yeah, man,
AC.
the place there.
Would have been super hot without
Yeah,
AC.
give thanks to AC. Yeah, it was very good. I think there was a little bit too much chatter when we were there, because they even wanted to play some music and so forth. And
That's a no-no.
I think that'd be distracting.
Distraction in a shoot, especially something corporate, you have a limited amount of time, especially a working place.
Yeah.
You cannot afford any form of distractions. You have to assume that you have the shortest amount of time to work with.
Yep.
So when you're doing a shoot like that, the distraction, even though music has an energy to it, you cannot be telling someone to turn on the music so you can speak to somebody and give directions.
Yeah.
Or you can't be shouting and having megaphones and talking. So best thing to do is least amount of sound, the better it is.
Yeah.
We're also working multiple talents at one time in a short period of time. You need to be very focused on getting the shots you need. We can't go back.
Remember, these people are amateurs.
Yes. And
So they only can have them attention for a certain amount of time.
That's it. Yeah. Sometimes when we do shoots, we need to remember that they're not actors. You know, as I said, they're not actors. They don't know these things, so we have to direct them.
Right.
And in order to maintain a communication, we have to eliminate noise.
Right.
You know, if there were more persons in the room and it was nice, I probably would have to let the persons them stay outside until.
Yes, because the chatter was coming up, but when I said cut the music, it kind of calmed back down the place, so we can get through the shots and when we needed to get through.
So Landa was really doing the scouting, looking at angles and giving me advice, which angles to remember to get this shot, and it was very helpful because sometimes in the midst of battle, you don't remember exactly what you should do. So somebody there giving advice is a very good thing. So we have to keep busy. So the second thing we did was the step. The step thing was a little bit of a hassle because they didn't. Just the ladies alone really was interested in doing it. So it was kind of hassle to get people to get involved. So we didn't want to just the ladies alone. So we got a male to get involved in it, so forth.
I wanted to do a variety, you know?
Right, we wanted to give a variety of everything. We didn't want to just make it feel like it was female.
When I like them, even though they're instructors, they still get tired too. So.
Yeah, they get tired quick.
Plus, them probably did that intro before we did arrive.
Right,
so
they never really get the chance to.
Right.
There's so many shots and them kind of, you have to be cognizant.
Yeah.
You know that these are amateurs, you only have them for a specific time.
Right.
So when you're shooting, remember that try to keep it between maybe 20 to 30 seconds. Maybe you can go to 45, but try to keep it in that 30 seconds range. Yes, sir.
Technical tip. When you're shooting 60 frames, a 30-second clip, you put it on a 24-second timeline and transform the clip. Interpret, you can get up to 2 minutes of footage. So what that means is that And remember, if you want to speed it up back, you can speed it up back for certain sections.
Yeah, you can always speed it
You
over.
can always speed it up back. So that's a trick I use all the time. So that even if I get a short period amount of time, there's a lot of footage today to use. So I get 30 seconds here, and stop, 30 seconds the next shot, stop, get feet, get inserts, so forth, and stuff like that. And one of the issues we had was the facial expressions.
Yes, and that's a thing we need to talk about. Remember, when it comes to females, a male can be different. When it comes to females, smiling, especially in a corporate environment, and you're doing an ad, it's very important.
Yeah.
So even a small smile rather than no smile. A serious face and a female is not a good look. So you need to remember that.
All right. The other thing about it was a little. We didn't have much breaks in between shots, right?
No. We never have much breaks.
No, we didn't have much break between setups.
No, it was just seeing. Because it was a case where, for being efficient, it was a case where while they were shooting, I was looking to see what's the next thing, so we can just go to that.
Right.
For meet the timing.
Because we were kind of behind on time, but also remember that sometimes the clients, you have to preempt them, we want pictures. Even though they did not pay, they don't want to pay for it, but sometimes they have to go above and beyond to make us get it right. So sometimes at a certain scene, them like how it look, you have to put it in your mind, say, you might need a screen capture out of this, you might take a picture out of that. Even though it's a little bit unfair because it's not on the bill, and sometimes you have to give a little bit of room, especially when you're working with clients, especially working with a client for the first time.
High-res pictures too.
High-res pictures.
High-res pictures.
So if you're doing a screen capture, PNGs would be very good to use other than a JPEG.
Right.
So those are little facts you have to remember. But remember, you're dealing with corporate and be very flexible, especially when you're meeting them for the first time.
Right. So at the end of this first session, we seem to wow the client.
Yeah, we did.
I don't know if it's Lando with the cameras or whatever, but the client seemed to be wowed. And the instructor...
Now man taught the thing the right way.
Yeah, so
with us carrying out such an amazing job and looking very professional.
Very professional.
Right.
Even the shots we still look professional.
Yeah, even the shots.
Looking very
Yes.
Put more at. Come on. Don't follow me and wear the G's pants and everywhere at. You know that.
Yeah, right.
But showing up and looking very professional, you know, it inspired. And then the whole environment, the vibes, the energy, the persons were there already. It was a great opportunity.
Right. So they wanted to shoot more.
They wanted to extend the shoot.
They wanted to extend the shoot and carry it more into the main gym area.
The main gym area, yeah.
So we had a small discussion.
And remember, important thing, anytime there's any form of extension, especially with a client, to avoid any form of confusion, you need to have a meeting with them. You need to discuss, ask them what else they want to be done, and then you state if they can afford, you state your price, and then you agree. Don't shoot and then after, don't follow them with this thing, bro. You shoot and then you work it out after. It does not work.
No.
Because for one, you have to know what you're shooting.
You have to know what you're shooting.
And then when you make the discussion with them, you know the extent at which you're shooting. You know,
Yes.
say, all right, we only have 30 minutes can spare for
Yes.
this.
Right.
Or
So remember
I might need to get additional things. So
Right, so.
exactly.
Right.
So whenever you're doing any form of extensions, anything like that, especially in a corporate environment, it will be good to have an initial meeting with the person, the representative, before you shoot, shift, anything at all.
Any additional.
It could be a 1-minute meeting to just say, I want to shoot this. And then them tell you, okay, do you agree to this price? Yes. Because you have to treat every new shot like it's a new project.
Right.
You're not a tack on.
Also, you have to understand that this is now, we have completed that, what we agreed on, and now we are entering a short, what's that now? What we call shoot them where just sudden.
Short notice.
Short notice.
Yes.
Yeah, it's now a short notice.
Basically, yes, basically it's not short notice.
Because we might, all right, in those cases,
Yeah,
we could have had other things to do.
yeah.
Yes.
And not could, we would have other things to do.
And what happens is this, with this shot now, this is not really a controlled environment.
No. We're moving
They are clients in the work, moving
You're
up
right.
and down. So,
You're right.
so we have to be cognizant of them. We have to wonder, say, okay, how long can we stay here? When we went
And there
there,
were other persons who were not sure if they're comfortable being on camera. So
on
now we
camera.
have to point in a specific area.
Right.
And then you know.
when you're working in an environment, a working environment, you need to understand this tip. Anybody that is not involved in the shoot, you need to speak to them clearly and ask them, is it okay if they're in the background or they have to move? You have to be very clear on these things because it will be a little, it's almost like you're opening an ant's nest because they might want in a shot, they might not. The client might not like it, and once them see it, it's hard to take it out. So
Also,
sometimes they have to clear that area there first.
in a lot of corporate-based shoots, normally you would ask them to sign.
Yes,
Right.
agreement.
Yes, so that
Clear and
even
fast.
if they change their mind afterwards, you have legal
Right.
permission to use it, to the
use it,
signature
which
and
is
so forth.
right.
Right? And in certain cases, you leave that to the clients where they
Right.
are the ones who should be in charge of this, unless they seek additional personnel from you.
So we started the other shoot. It was a little bit, what I said, it was a change of pace
Yeah.
because we went from filming a group of them to we start the really solo exercises.
And it had more energy in it because,
Yeah.
you know,
So
lifting
when-
up a lot of pounds
Right,
going
so-
to be heavy after a couple reps, right?
film tip, when you're doing something like a solo thing, try to get facial expression.
Yeah.
Very important to get close-ups.
Close-ups, close-ups,
and
close-ups,
facial
close-ups.
expression.
Yes, it is.
Close-ups are like gold.
The face, you want to probably get the muscles them a
Muscles,
bulge,
yeah,
right?
alright.
You want to catch
The
hands,
emotions, the emotions.
Bar,
feelings, yeah.
weight, everything you can get. The hands, the grip, everything you can get is something that is very important. And we were there and the man was lifting up his weights and so forth. And, you know, we were talking to him and so forth. And even the man was doing the pull-ups. He was saying doing pull-ups and we have to talk to him. He said, take off your shirt.
Take off the shirt.
Yeah, show the
Yeah,
muscles.
Show the girl and the
muscles.
muscle them,
Show the
bro.
muscles and we have to
Plus thing, it better for the shot.
Yes.
Right. And we have to hype him up to
So you have to, our next tip again, once you're dealing with amateurs, remember,
Energy
you
have to right.
the energy has to be up and you have to be clear on the direction.
Yep.
Yeah.
You cannot be this thing where you're assuming anything. Keep it as simple as possible,
Yep.
direct, and you need to share energy with them. You can't just, them have energy on your face to stand still. You have to do that. Sometimes you have to talk to them and get them up
Right.
so you can get the shot you need. Crack a joke, nothing wrong with talking a joke or
Yeah.
something, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, keep it light
But you need to
sometimes.
keep it light sometimes because sometimes it gets very heavy very quick.
Right.
And you need them up. Now sometimes even this one we ask them to repeat it.
Yeah.
If we never have the energy, because it would have probably
Yeah,
Would I drop off?
yeah,
drop off?
probably
Yeah.
that.
Right. So that was one, and then the other another instructor, he did some deadlifts and some full body. We call it when you carry the weight all over your head and come back down. I can't remember what that's called.
That's what that's called. No.
I remember.
Yeah, but
I remember.
For the gym people, you know what we mean.
yeah, but he did the shot. So what I did with that was I shot that.
Is that press?
Yes, I pressed right. We shot that.
Overhead press?
Yeah, overhead press, I think. I shot that on the dark side. Because what happened is that I wanted to have a more kind of moody feel. Because it was lifting up a lot of weights and so forth. And so I wanted to give a little different look from the other shot.
Okay,
So we were careful not to blow out the windows.
Yeah.
So when you're shooting, blowing out windows is a kind of amateur look. If you can avoid that, blowing out the exposure, do that. Because it's something where people look at and say, this person don't really know what they're doing.
Yeah, it was in the afternoon as well.
Yes,
So,
the light was changing, right?
yeah, it
I
was
think it was about what? 4 or 5 o'clock?
4 or 5.
Four,
yeah,
4 or 5.
so-
So the sun was going down.
Right.
Not yet, but it's heading towards.
Yeah, telling that. So,
Because it was kind of cloudy and it was coming down.
right. So we
The light was changing though. I have to admit it.
all right. So then we did we got some close up with him, couple face shots of his face and so forth.
Which one is it? What is
just
it?
to get
Rope, like,
yeah. So this next thing we did is a rope
I don't know what it's called.
I don't know what it's called. Well, a ropes.
I want to say rope extension, but
Yeah, I don't know what it's called.
I don't want the gym people come kill me. We don't know
Yeah,
why.
we don't know what it's called.
I don't know
But
carpet
people.
properly.
this was a problem because
The movements.
what we had to do, we had to change the lighting and
This was at a different part of the gym too.
different part of and then what happened is that we had to find the right frame.
Right.
And the issue was that the person was doing the exercise at the same time.
We're getting tired.
So
You don't ever get exhausted
yes,
eventually.
right.
and
So we
so
kind
forth.
of we're on a clock light. So we're trying to get the right framing to see the, try to get as much facial expression and movement and show the exercise going on.
Yeah,
So Lando was saying that to shoot from a different angle.
yeah, because alright. Normally when I'm on the set normally when I'm on the set, it doesn't make sense for both of us to
Yeah.
capture the same angle, same
Right.
composition. That don't make any sense.
Right.
So usually I'm always looking for the unique angle because he would have had angles that would be good angles by themselves and unique angles would be a touch to add a bit of
I think
interest.
they call them,
To
I think they normally, what do you call it, film team call them? They call it opposite angles.
okay.
Our next tip again.
Cause,
Our next tip again, when you're doing a shoot, you need to be hydrated. 'Cause I remember being on the side, even though we're in an AC place, we were very thirsty.
Right.
So I have to remind us that you cannot really
Yo.
thirst in front of the client.
Talk this
So
loud.
Sometimes you have to hydrate yourself.
Being
before.
cool does not mean your body have retaining liquid.
yes.
So yeah, be hydrated.
Right.
Because we're fast paced, we're moving up and down.
Yeah,
And
we
also
never,
about
we never have much time between setups.
setup, so you know that it's kind of a bit shifting and moving in and working in between people.
Right.
So we need to be remember to be hydrated. Don't be ashamed to get a bottle of water. Don't be ashamed for that.
There was an issue also with the lighting where I felt it was, we didn't have the windows, we weren't that close to the windows. So we had to kind of stick more to artificial light. So we had to kind of figure out a way to set the lighting correct. Landa figured it out soon, but at the beginning I was saying how are we going to get this to look.
Yeah.
To look together. But it came off. Then people kind of get tired quick.
Well,
So you
them
have
did
to
a
hurry up.
continuous amount of workout.
Yeah,
so we have to be fair, 'cause
whenever
if
one
I
second chance.
if I me did that shoot me, I want to work out, may I get it?
Yeah, but we wouldn't get one second chances. Then we kind of almost closed off with the treadmills and the striders and so forth to show gym activity.
The walking machine.
Yes, and so forth. So what
Yeah,
was that?
we're also doing multiple persons at one time. This is
Right.
one of the first, no, that's not the first, but one of the shots them where we're doing a lot of persons, they're
Yes.
all doing activities.
Right.
And we're looking to capture the movement, the emotion, the
Right.
faces.
So this was very challenging.
Yeah, this was a pretty difficult shot.
So what
actually.
I end up doing was I tried to get the face shot, facial expressions.
Right.
Because to get to get too much movement one time, it might be a little bit distracting to get everything. So Landa did the other side and tried to get more of a wide shot and so forth.
Yeah.
And so he also did some inserts. So what we did was, after we did that shot, I think we asked him to do it again.
Yeah, probably.
I think we did it.
Well, this shot was a pretty long shot in terms of
Right.
they were just doing it
Yeah.
until we tell them to them
Tell
quick
him to
stop.
stop, right. So we had a little bit more control over this one, this shot. But it came off okay. My favorite shot was the actual, the female instructor doing the boxing, showing how to use the
Okay.
heavy bag.
Yeah.
I like that because of the gloves and the red bag. I don't know if it's copper color.
We did choose to use handheld because with boxing, you know, it inserts a lot of energy.
Right,
So that was a decision that we made. And,
right.
you know, we just had a light on them to ensure that we
Right.
could at least see the face and see the
Face,
action.
right. That's kind of
Right.
just said, so we're going to use it like the face.
Right.
Because especially in an area like that, you can't really have camera lighting just anywhere because someone look over lighting costs you money.
True.
So you have to concentrate on that.
That was it, right?
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, that was it. That was basically it.
But again, remember, as a filmmaker, whenever you're doing an extension and you need to speak to the client Before you move, before you pull down, before you do nothing, it's important that the monies be ironed out before you move.
Before you reach home,
and-
before
and-
you
and-
Before you step
before
anything.
And remember, pull down is very important.
Very important.
So that is one thing enough for rush.
Keep it
We call it careful time.
careful time.
yeah, no call it careful.
We call it careful time because that's when something
tired.
break or something
The
not
tire
correct.
issues, all these
So
things.
I think we always remember to slowly pack back your things them and walk around the environment to make sure
And
you
check,
don't leave them.
double check.
Double check, make sure you
You
don't leave
spend
anything.
money upon the gear, so
Yeah.
spend just a little bit time to
extra,
ensure that things
Right.
put in properly.
And how you found the place? Because that's where you leave the place.
Yep.
Yep,
Clients notice all the small details.
right.
So remember how you come and you find it a certain way. Don't have your gears through all over. Put it to a side, to a corner. They notice these things.
And the demeanor is very important.
Very important.
Don't solve problems in front of the client.
Very important.
Be very confident in the shot selection.
Yeah.
If you're shooting something, just don't wonder if just take the shot.
Right.
If you're gonna work out something, work out away from the client.
100% agree. If you're going to have any disagreements or adjustments to be made,
Yeah.
step aside
Step aside.
and don't be loud about it. Be on a level,
Yeah.
resolve what you're resolving, and then.
Right.
And also, what you said with being confident, 100%. If the client see that you're not sure about what you're doing, they won't have any trust.
Yeah, man, trust
And
will go down.
you know, they will start to question
Right.
who them actually investing in.
Right.
Right.
Even before them see the work, sometimes
Even if your work is magic.
them still say, well, it didn't look that confident.
Yeah,
It could
you
have
don't know
looked
where you
better.
are, though.
We don't go too far down into that before. We have to go to- So, we're closing off now. So remember, dealing with clients, you need to be very direct. So, you watch this far, remember to like, share, subscribe, follow all of them, please. All of the projects we'll be doing, we'll be giving you the full aspect of it. And remember that we're dealing with corporate. You'll be very direct, very clear, document what you're doing.
Right.
You'll be on time,
Right.
you'll be dressed properly,
Yep.
focused.
Yep.
The little chit chat, the phone thing does not work. You're on the job. So we're being clear.
Correct.
So we're going to break down other projects that we have done. And continue to remember to like, share, subscribe, follow all those things. Follow Lando, he's the BTS specialist. Chris Bird, the director.
Well on. Never name change. It's Big Chris Bird.
Whatever
Alright.
it is, whatever that is.
Oh, it's Big Chris Bird.
This is the setup.
For real?
That's my new name, Big Chris
So
Bird.
like, share, subscribe, follow.
You like it?
Yeah?
Yo, I'm trying to close this out.
You like it?
And this
Yo,
is-
this is close. I
this
saw
is
it
the
close.
editing.
Big Chris.
I saw it
Listen,
close.
we don't care.
Yeah, no, cut this in there.
Big Chris.
This
This is how
has
we close
been
it.
the setup in Canberra
This are the
podcast.
bloopers.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bless
Chris.
up, bless up,
Salute.
bless up.
Big Chris, I'm out.
The Setup.